Hey, remember just a few weeks ago when all the talks was about seizing Iran's Kharg Island? Yeah, I know it seems like a very long time ago now, but it isn't. It hasn't been that long. And it was a really serious consideration at a time when the US President Donald Trump started looking for, a way to choke and force Iran into submission after realizing that bombing wouldn't do that. He wanted to seize the island because Iran exports over 90% of its energy from there, and seizing it would have been devastating for Iran and might have forced them into, giving up, surrendering. There were even talks of serious preparations made and an invasion imminent. Then nothing. What happened? Why did seizing Kharg Island suddenly vanish from, US's plans? Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, despite all his public swagger and vituperations, it was actually the US President Donald Trump himself who decided against, going to seize Iran's Kharg Island. Yeah, he was actually the one who backed away from sending US troops to seize Kharg Island. According to sources who spoke to the Wall Street Journal, despite his aides saying that the operation was doable and would succeed, President Trump backed away from it, claiming that the price would be unacceptably high US casualties. Sending troops to the island would leave them as sitting ducks, he admitted. In other words, and in good time, he realized that talk was cheap, but storming a fortified Iranian oil hub was not. Earlier, during one of his many vituperations, the president had floated the idea that the US could simply take Iran's Kharg Island, because the US had a lot of options. It turns out he eventually realized that having options and surviving those same options are two very different things. And right now, the US is going about choking and forcing Iran into submission through the very long and very roundabout but safer way of a naval blockade. Who knew Trump could be reasonable? Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.